Well, start of day 99. It's been raining straight for like at least 6 hours, and I'm flooded out. Yeah, the outside's even worse. Everything's soaked. So I'm gonna start to pack up, and hopefully, yeah, for the 4 o'clock where I'm in the hour, it's supposed to. Apparently, it's gonna rain for 7/10 of an inch. So my electronics are still good, so there's that, but everything else is wet. Yeah. So there's no point of trying to keep this even drier than it already is. I think up here is a little bit okay, but like the entire outside is just soaked. So my food is soaked, everything is soaked. Fun times. This is not cold. Yeah, except for the standing water is kind of cold, but outside it's okay. Now to pack for the rain. All right, later. All right, so by the time I got out, the worst of the rain, for the morning anyways, is over, but yeah, complete disaster. As in, the whole reason why I set up the way I do and try to get in and out of camp is to avoid my sleeping bag and clothes and all that stuff. Try to keep that stuff dry. And last night, I completely failed in that. Mostly because I didn't have any other options of where to camp, and I underestimated how much rain would come down. I think like 3 or 4 inches of rain total, probably over 7 hours. So yeah, that's enough to get your fill of the. Well, I was about 2 feet up above where the high water mark of the stream I was next to was supposed to be, and basically turned into a raging river. So, but I wasn't actually in the river, but when it overflowed the banks and everything got wet. All right, but it's supposed to stop raining hard right now in a couple, like 15-20 minutes, but it's going to restart about 1 or 2 o'clock and go until 6. So hoping I can find somewhere to kind of dry my stuff off. The problem is in the next few towns don't have an official laundromat, but maybe when I walk through there will be one. But yeah, so yeah, the next real hotel is like 50 miles away, so to actually get my stuff really dry, that's what it's going to take. But everything's green and wet, and yeah, it's enough for right now. I don't want to get this phone too wet. All right, so it stopped raining for a little bit. Anyways, okay, the plan. There's no real restaurants or laundromats or hotels for the next 40 or 50 miles of the trail, and I don't want to do extra miles. The plan, about 7.5 miles from here, there's a trailhead with a shelter, well, the pavilion, and bathrooms and water. So I'll be stopping there and trying to dry up my stuff while it's not raining, and it's not supposed to rain again till like 12 or 1 o'clock. So try to rush there and try to dry out my stuff for a bit until it starts raining again. And I might stay there for the whole day, pretty much, because the rain is supposed to be another set of thunderstorms for another 6 or so hours, and that's supposed to stop till 7. So yeah, lots of fun, that's for sure, as I try to deal with this rain. So I still, it'll end up only being about 9 miles today. Depending on how long the rain actually lasts this afternoon. So might get a couple hours in after it stops, but yeah. Primary goal is to try to get my stuff dry again before I have to sleep in it tonight. Yeah. Alright, later. Alright. So, trying to dry up my stuff in between the break in the weather. This will start raining again around 12. And as I say raining, I said, what I mean is thunder, lightning, hail, maybe even a tornado or two. So there's this gas station / restaurant here that I'm gonna hide out in before that, but hopefully I'm gonna get some of my stuff dry, so after the rainstorm later today, it's supposed to end around 6 o'clock. Some of it's kind of dry when I try to get sleep in it tonight. So yeah, I'm definitely only going to do about, well, it depends when the rain stops today. If it lasts till 6 like it says, I'll probably get another 10 miles in. But before that, yeah. So it just depends on how much it's going to rain today. But I want to dry my stuff out as much as I can. Don't really have any place to hang it, but the gas station was nice enough to let me get some of this stuff here. So yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I have to replace where it got destroyed completely. My electronics seem to be fine, so that's good. But my ibuprofen, my TP, it's all gone. A lot of like the bandages and like band-aids I had in my bed kit are all wet, so I have to replace those eventually. Get more oatmeal, because even though it was in a Ziploc bag, it got through the Ziploc bag. So yeah. So there's just a bunch of stuff, and some of the food I had, because my food bag got like completely soaked, like as in like a pound of water in it, like a liter of water that I had to drain out. So yeah, but most of the stuff is in plastic bags, so it's not that, hopefully not that bad. Yeah, so here's hoping that I dry out later. All right, so it started pouring. That actually let off a little bit. And it started early too, so I'm gonna be here for a while this band and the next band of rain comes through. All right, but Force Nero. Hopefully I can get a few miles done after the storm passes. But yep, wasted day. All right, later. All right, so it's 3 o'clock right now. I'm still at this gas station. Yeah, the fire's been pretty nice. And apparently, it's this whole area is under tornado watch. So that's why I'm sitting here right now. Yeah, so around 5 o'clock, or maybe a little bit before that, a big storm is going to be coming through. So I just didn't want to be out on the road or underneath one of these shelters, which would have been done nothing. And pretty much just until the system hits, I'll be sitting here. So it's probably after 6 or after 5:30, I'll probably get moving again. But yeah, I just didn't want to deal with it. And I still have a good viewpoint if any tornado does touchdown. Yeah. So that's me wimping out on a tornado watch. All right, later. Right. So I got bored. So and I thought I could beat the storm to the next town, but apparently not. Starting now. But I'm underneath the overpass right now, so hoping it's only going to last for like an hour or so. So I'm going to stay here. And that other side is flooding first, so should be okay here, right? Yeah, it's not going to last for that long, so I don't see too much flooding. All right, later. Yep, I'm glad I'm missing out on that. I don't think too much of it's going to drain into here. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's going to last long enough to really flood. But that's pretty intense. You can see how tornado might end up from that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is something you never experience in California or in most normal life, so I'm glad I'm here to witness it. Alright, cool. Later. Alright, so the heavy stuff should be over. At least according to the radar. And it's clear for the next few days. So I'll try to get some hiking done tonight. Yeah. It's 5:30, about 5:40 right now. So I got about 3.5 hours. At least if I go by what I was able to do last night. Hiking till like 9:10, which is what I plan to do to salvage part of this day. I'll probably hike non-stop too. See how far I can go. As well, I got some road walking ahead of me, then I get back onto another trail. But yeah, I see clear skies. And there's the storm that just passed me. Yeah, it was pretty intense. Like the last 24 hours of rain, I guess, would probably be the most intense I've ever experienced on trail. Last night, maybe not all at once, but the continuous thunderstorm, like thunder, lightning, and rain for that long, and then the few storms today came in pretty strong as well. So yeah, I guess that's what happens when you experience a storm like this against well, flatness, and there's no mountains in the way slowing them down. But yeah, there's the clear skies, and that's supposed to last for at least 3 or 4 days. So looking forward to that as try to make up for the day. All right, later. Well, after all the work I did for not getting hit, that band, probably less than a mile wide, went right through me. Yeah. So now I'm wet, and there's a bunch of wind. I think I'll get to that shelter. It looks like there's some more coming. Yeah, see it. Okay, made it to the Heart of Iowa Nature Trail. And this looks, except for where it's collected rain, looks like it's just gonna be a grass path. Which I appreciate, because then I can camp pretty much along this whole way. Because it doesn't look that, at least for tonight. Tonight will be pretty desolate. Maybe tomorrow morning too. But yeah, there's a trailhead ahead. Yeah, with the restroom, so I'm gonna avail myself of that. But yeah, and water. Even though I don't need that much. But 7:30 right now, so I could walk at least another hour. Probably should. Especially if I can just camp along here. That'd be perfect. It's wide enough for anyone on a bike or anything like that. I can just go right by. Yeah, probably what I'll do. Right there. All right, I'm at the Rhodes Trailhead Park, underneath some cover. Actually, the bathroom right here, and there's a little pavilion out front, so it's perfect because it is raining right now, and the wind's coming that way, so it's actually perfectly placed. Yeah, I packed my stuff. I could have gone farther today, but this is too good of a spot to ignore. It's bathrooms, running water, shelter, yeah, all the things, even has electricity. So, but in the bathroom, so I can charge at least one of my battery packs with that. So that's perfect. Yeah, today was interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of rain came down. I think overall had to be a good 7 inches, maybe even 8, and 5 of that was from like 12 o'clock to like 5 and in the morning. So yeah, and I got flooded out where I last camped at. So just because it rained so much and that's many times, and just the way it works, the only real shelter, if it's not on a trail, it's near runoff. So that's where the trees congregate, or they allow the trees to stay in. And so yeah, just this time there was just too much water for the banks, even though it was a small stream when I camped there, and I was at least 3 or 4 feet up from where that was. And by the time I got out of there, it was completely flooded, and it was a raging, pretty much river going through. So, creek. And yeah. So, some of my stuff is still wet. The clothes are still damp, especially my sleeping bag. But I'll have to brave it, because that's the way it's going to get dry, is on my body heat. The good thing is it's not that cold at all. It's still, I think it's going to get around 52 degrees tonight. That's going to be the low. So that's around 6 a.m., 5 a.m., or whenever the sun comes up. So if I get into my sleeping bag right now, it's going to be uncomfortable for a bit. I'm going to try to use my body heat to dry some of this other stuff off, but it should get dry, especially if I have this on. Yeah, so, but I'm going to delay doing that. So I'm going to eat on this bench. So yeah, that's enough for today. Yeah, I survived. All right, later.